What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Demetrius Andrade. The WBO middleweight champion of the world has this to say about Deontay Wilder. He says Deontay Wilder is the best heavyweight out there because of his equalizer, claims fellow and world champion Demetrius Andrade. This is also what he had to say. He says, "We have history, and I honestly think he is the best heavyweight out there because he has the equalizer. The one thing from round 1 to round 12 that you've got to look out for, and showed it when he fought Tyson Fury the first time." He says, "Fury, though, you've seen what he did also. He's got skills, movement. He was able to weather the storm. He does have boxing ability to beat a Deontay Wilder, but hey, it's the heavyweight division. You don't need skills. You just need that bomb squad." Okay? Those are the words of Demetrius Andrade. He says if you want to go back to Mike Tyson, George Foreman, you can count on Deontay to bring you the nostalgia. Okay. Now, before I counterpunch Demetrius Andrade, I want to tell you guys, explain something to you, share this with you. That Demetrius Andrade is a DAZN fighter. We know that. Okay. Terrence Bud Crawford is an ESPN fighter. Right? So you have these two fighters that are on different networks that have the same opinion about Deontay Wilder, okay? And they are siding with Wilder because they think Wilder, Terrence Crawford said that he wants Deontay Wilder to win because that's his boy or whatever. Andre thinks that he's the best, right? And he's from DAZN. What does that tell you about these two fighters? That it tells me that regardless of where they're and who they're signed with and what network they work on, they're still favoring Deontay Wilder. And you know what that tells me? If they're still favoring Deontay Wilder, there can't be any bias in them because there is no reason for bias. There's no reason for bias in this. You know what I mean? There's no reason to be biased because Deontay Wilder is a PBC fighter. Demetrius Andrade is a DAZN fighter. And Terrence Crawford is a top-ranked fighter, right? So that tells you that these guys have their own mind. They have their own opinion. They're fighting on different networks, but they're both going for Deontay. What does that mean? Because Deontay must be the best? No. What this means is that when you're outside of the PBC realm, you're able to think for yourself. You get what I'm saying? No one told Terrence Crawford that he had to say what he had to say about a particular fighter because of what network he was under. Same thing for Andre. Andre's going for Deontay Wilder. He thinks Deontay Wilder's the best. He said, yeah, we have history, but guess what? I think he's the best because of the equalizer. Now, counterpunching Demetrius Andrade, he said that Fury thought you've seen a lot of movement. He got skills. He has the ability to beat Deontay Wilder, but hey, it's the heavyweight division, and you don't need skills. You just need the bomb squad. Now, let me let you know on something. He has the ability to beat Wilder. So if he has the ability to beat Wilder, how can Wilder be number one? And why should power have something to do with it? What he should have said was, Deontay Wilder, I feel, can apply the power that he has in this equation to take Tyson Fury out, which makes him the best. See, not just because, we have history. That doesn't matter. We have history. I mean, because what you're saying is that you think Deontay Wilder is the best fighter is because he has power. That has nothing to do with anything. He has power. That's a gift. Okay, that's not an automatic anything. That doesn't automatically mean he's going to win, because he just admitted himself in his article that Tyson Fury has skills and movement, and he does have boxing ability. He does have boxing ability to beat Deontay Wilder. So how does that make Deontay Wilder the best? Make that make sense? I mean, let's be real. But again, the point of this matter, I think that those fighters that fight outside of PBC have their own opinion. They have more freedom. They can speak their mind regardless of what network. They're not involved in the politics and the BS like the fighters in the PBC. You think about it. Everybody in the PBC always has like a narrow way of thinking about certain fighters outside the PBC. They either avoid them, ignore them, don't talk about them, or they have something negative to say about them, if you noticed. Okay? It's never a positive thing, you know. Very seldom some fighters, you know, like J. Rock Williams, people like that. But it's very seldom that they do. You know, and I want to just share that with you guys, that Demetrius Andrade, a zone fighter, would think that about Deontay Wilder being a PBC fighter. So that lets you know that when you're outside of the PBC island, if you're off that island, you have a right and have a freedom to speak and think the way you want to. And that's my counterpunch on that. You guys tell me what you think about Andrade. We used to call him Andrade. But Demetrius Andrade's opinion about this particular fighter, Deontay Wilder. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.